Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video. I have to correct myself, I have to apologize. I uploaded a video a couple of hours ago about Heather Antos attacking Dean Cain on the internet for expressing his dissatisfaction with the latest issue of Captain America, in which Captain America pissed on the American dream. Now, I said in the previous video that Heather Antos was a writer. I was wrong. I gave her credit for something she didn't do. She's merely an editor. She was an editor for Marvel Comics, and now she's an editor for, I think, Image or IDW. Now, what did happen? So, Dean Cain, the actor who, among many other roles, portrayed Superman in the TV show, as I said that there has been too much of anti-patriotism in the United States of America, among which we could count the comic book industry, the mainstream comic book industry. I've also made a video about that, about the downfall of the American dream, and that Captain America is being deconstructed more and more. And that superhero who should represent the American dream more than anybody else is being depicted as a man who hates America, who doesn't believe in the American dream anymore. So it is only understandable that a patriot such as Dean Cain is not satisfied with it. Well, I'm not an American myself. I'm from Europe, and I don't like seeing Captain America being portrayed like that. So there was an interview with him, to which Heather Antos, the editor, she responded on Twitter by this: Superman wasn't an American, right? Well, firstly, he knows. Secondly, Dean Cain isn't Superman. Do you realize that, Heather? He is an actor. Then he did not mention Superman in this interview at all. And then, he was an immigrant, or he is an immigrant, Superman, of course, from Krypton, but I think he's pretty much considered to be an American at this point, isn't he? Or if not, he has always stood for truth, justice, and the American way, and he is as much as representative of the American dream and America as Captain America is. So Captain America is, I would say, the most American comic book character of all time. On the second place, there's Superman. So I think that if somebody has got the right to stand for American comic books and Superman and Captain America, it is Dean Cain. And one more thing, I'm just fascinated by all the people in the mainstream comic book industry just spending all their time on Twitter, attacking, insulting people, insulting fans, insulting readers, insulting great people like Dean Cain for truth. For truth and the American way. Now, why did she do that? Well, firstly, because she's a twat, that's obvious. Secondly, because Dean Cain is openly Republican, he's openly conservative. And the SJWs, the lefties of the world, of the America, of the mainstream comic book industry, they just can't swallow the fact that a Republican portrayed Superman. They can't swallow anything that is connected with something that is not in line with their leftist political and socio-political agenda. So I'm sorry for giving her too much credit. I'm sorry for saying that she's a writer, or she was a writer. No, she's merely an editor. And what do editors do in the modern comic book industry? They do absolutely nothing. You pull one comic book off a shelf, a modern comic book of a shelf, not a 20-year-old back issue, and it's shit. It's trash. It can't be read without cringing, or without being bored, without falling asleep, without you wanting to throw the comic book away, ripping it apart, putting it on fire. So editors in the modern comic book industry are absolutely useless. So she's nothing. She's a nobody. She's a Twitter psycho. She's a Twitter ill person. and she is attacking Dean Cain, a successful actor. All right, then. So that's where the American comic book industry has found itself in, and that's why I urge you to support independent creators on Indiegogo who are good creators and are still care about good storytelling and good art and are not putting it aside. They are not writing the comic books for the sole purpose of inclusion, representation, and diversity. So yeah, support Comicsgate. And Heather enters, you should really think about yourself. Right. So let me know in the comments down below what you think, my friends, and bye.